Okay, so there is going to be a big presidential debate taking place very shortly this evening, and I'm getting a lot of messages from people already asking me what should they do. They're kind of anxious, they're concerned, they're worried, and should they be using magic mushrooms? Should they be dosing? Should they be microdosing for this debate? So I'm going to answer that right here, and I'm not going to get political at all, but I think we can all agree, no matter what side we're on, we can all agree that there is likely going to be quite a bit of craziness tonight. I think we can all agree on that. And so I guess the question is, should you microdose or even more for this debate coming up this evening? My answer would be if you've got some anxiety over this and you want to watch it, and I think most people are going to be watching it. If you've got some anxiety, you want to watch it, but you want to watch it kind of from a calm point of view, then of course microdosing is like the perfect thing for watching a debate. So what would I recommend? Well, it really depends on whether you're more of an experienced microdoser, or you're microdosing for the very first time right now before the debate, or you kind of somewhere in the middle. My recommendation would be, and we're talking about, of course, we're talking about magic mushrooms, microdosing psilocybin magic mushrooms. So make sure you're doing it in an area where it's legal, of course. I want to say that. That's my disclaimer. You can listen to that or not listen to it, but that's my recommendation. And my recommendation would be if you're a total beginner, you've never microdosed before, but you don't really have anywhere to go. Like you're not going to be driving anywhere. You're just doing this from the comfort of your own home. You can do anywhere between, let's say, 100 to 200, 250 milligrams, as long as you're not going anywhere. Realizing, though, that if you're getting upwards of 200 to 250, you're going to definitely feel something. Now, that does not mean you're going to be out of it. You're not going to be on a true psychedelic trip. But if you've never microdosed before and you start with 200 to 250, you very well could feel, a bit of like a lot of calmness. The colors might be more vivid. Um, just an air of like just real serenity and peace. So that's what you could expect. Now, okay, again, depending on your body makeup, because everybody's different, you might experience something even stronger. You might feel like a little bit like high or something like that, which is not necessarily a bad thing. As again, I said, as long as you're not going anywhere this evening, as long as you're doing this from the comfort of your own home. So that would be my recommendation. If you want a little bit, anybody that's out there that um is more experienced, you kind of know how to dial in already. So I don't really have to tell you, but probably the sweet spot I think would be 150 to 200 milligrams, or maybe a little bit more if you want a little bit more of a feeling. 250, maybe even up to 300 milligrams. That could be okay. If you want to just have something, maybe just take a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of the edge off, but almost guaranteed not to feel any difference whatsoever, you might go with 50 to 100 milligrams. And so anywhere on that spectrum tonight is going to be fine. I think my biggest recommendation is just enjoy, have fun, listen to it, or watch it. I should say, watch it seriously. Hopefully it'll help you if you haven't decided yet, make your decision, but don't take anything too seriously, only because, there's only so much we can do, and we do the best we can. We do the research, we watch the debates, we watch the news, we research as much as we can, and then we go to vote. But past that, there's not a whole lot more we can do. Be a good citizen, be a good person. That's really important. Be kind, and be kind to those of your friends and family members and people that you know and people at work. Be kind to the ones that might not be on your side, but remember, they've got their opinions as well. And just because we have our opinions and you have your opinion and other people have your opinions, it doesn't make one person right and one person wrong. The good thing about this country, it's a free country. We can all have our opinions, and we all have our opinions for different reasons. So let's stop with the craziness as far as like, if this person is voting for X candidate, I'm not going to speak to them any longer. That's unfortunately, that's a little bit sad, because again, people have reasons, and maybe you don't even know what the reasons are. So be kind. That's the absolute most important thing. Do your research, have fun, pop a lot of popcorn tonight. Have some popcorn, M&Ms, all kinds of stuff. Enjoy the debate. Take it seriously, but again, don't take it too seriously. Watch and I again, my prediction is there is going to be some kind of craziness this evening on this debate. I don't know if I'm going to leave this episode up after the debate's over because it's not going to really mean anything other than up until the election and even past. Again, let's remember to be kind to our fellow human beings, whatever side they're on, whether they're with you, whether they're against you, whether they're, I mean, nobody's against each other, but if they're on the other side politically, don't hate anybody. Please don't do that. It's just, I think it's not really the right thing to do. Remember, we're trying to bring this world together by being kind. And a lot of kindness does come from psilocybin and microdosing or even larger doses, a tremendous amount of kindness out there. So let's continue the kindness. That's the most important message I want to get across from this little short special episode. Free debate. You can see behind me, it's getting ready to start pretty soon. Yeah, they allowed me into the debate area just to video and record this podcast. And I give a lot of thanks to ABC News. And thanks for letting me in here, guys. I'll get out of your way so the candidates can come in and take over, and we're all going to have fun and have a great time. I'm Dr. Dave. Serious episode of this podcast and not that this wasn't serious, but I should say a regular episode of this podcast every Wednesday, every Friday. Check my website out, microdoseu.com. It's microdose with the letter U on the end, and also show notes. There's always some really great links if you are very serious about changing your life like you've never changed it before. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys, and I'll be back with you with a regular episode. Actually, tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, be back with you. See you later.